Shout out to Omar.
Urban Elegance out here.
Do your thing, boy. We see you, man. I rock your shit.
He gonna be on the podcast tomorrow. Talk to the people.
Ooh, he will be. But to go like kind of piggyback off the dude hitting a woman or whatever the case may be. I want to talk about, is there such thing as inequality / gender roles, right? Because you have the way the society is going in now. We talk about inequality. We talk about women getting the same treatment as men, but we also have gender roles such as a man should never hit a woman, or whatever the case may be, or a man should always provide. So, my question to you two is there such thing as like gender roles, including inequality? Like, can there be gender roles and inequality?
Absolutely not. That's like an oxymoron. Like it can't be both. But at
That's your first time here, that JB. No, but go ahead.
Nah, but for real, you can't have both. Like, but I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with gender roles. Like, I would never want to. Like, I feel like it's things that women do that women should do. I don't want to do things that women have to do, and I'm pretty sure women don't want to do a lot of shit that I have to do.
What do women have to do?
I mean, like, giving birth, being nurturer. That's something that, like, when I first had my child, he was an infant. I didn't know what to do. Like, she was the nurturer. She was the everything for that situation. I didn't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Is it because you choose not to want to know how to do it?
She just naturally knew what to do. She had to deal with it before either. It just came natural to her. It didn't come natural to me. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not that's a situation that was uncomfortable for me, and I'm glad that she was there to be able to do that. That's not something that I would want to go through. I would want to switch seats in that position. For me to be her, for her to be me, wouldn't want to switch it. When it comes to paying all the bills, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't switch either. So, you know, we're going to stay how we are. We're going to have our gender roles. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to be a man. And she's going to be a woman. It is what it is. But people talk about double standards, women, like, let's say a woman want to explore her sexuality. She want to explore her sexuality. So, that's something personally I'm all good with. But a lot of women is like, oh, well, niggas should do it. I should be able to do this, woo, woo. And it's like, it's nothing wrong with not being able to do the shit women could do. Like, is it a double standard that men are looked at like we can't be emotional? You know what I'm saying? Is that a double standard, or is it a gender role? Like, we supposed to be strong and this and that. There was a situation that happened in college where it was some girls in the dorm room, one of the guys in the shower, right? Mm-hmm. You know, he done flirted with him 100 times. I heard this. He in the shower. So the girls trying to get in the bathroom, talking about they trying to yank the curtain back to see his joint. But everybody think the shit funny. You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's sexual harassment.
But they get in the bathroom, yank the joint back, he holding his shit. I guess he was on like, I don't know what the fuck he had going on. But, you know, it was a fucked up situation
it ain't even
for him. Now, I'm not saying it was a fucked up situation for him, but it's something that everybody thought was funny in that moment. You switch them positions and it's a nigga trying to bust in the bathroom and yank the shower back. Nobody would think that shit is funny. None of that shit. So it's just like is it a double standard?
Yeah.
Like, you know, we not. It's not. It's fair. It's not equal. That's how I look at it.
That play into what I'm gonna say, but go ahead.
Yeah.
So I feel like women are already surpassing men. Women are pretty much very underrated more than anything, but we one of the most important people in y'all lives. It's your mama that nurture you. It's your mama that's care for you. It's your mama that's gonna sacrifice almost any and everything for you in most cases. But at the same time, is the woman acknowledged as so? No. Women get less pay. Our claims of sexual abuse is taken less seriously, especially based on your race.
Wait. You saying your claim of sexual abuse is less serious than our claim of sexual abuse?
Yeah.
So if a man say he was sexually abused,
that's heterosexual sexual abuse, not homosexual sexual abuse.
So I'm saying if I say a woman sexually abused me, that's gonna be less serious.
It's not that serious.
But it's not gonna be society.
It's not gonna be as serious if I say that.
No, it's not gonna be as serious as society.
But if I say that,
Yes.
She's saying it's not gonna be as serious if she say that.
I'm saying it's not gonna be as serious on the women's aspect as far as depending on the type of race of the woman too.
Ooh, okay, we'll talk about it.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I think you may be, and I hate to correct people. I think what you're saying is it's not taken serious enough.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It's not taken serious enough.
Yes,
It's taken
not taken
serious
at all.
at all.
You get what I'm saying? But
Okay.
we're not taking serious enough.
So do you
Right.
believe? Quick question: do you believe in the term "believe all women"?
No,
That's all I want to know.
I'm not gonna say believe all women. I mean, I don't believe in all people. I don't. I believe in one higher being, and that's God. That's all that the belief is in. I get to choose who I believe in at the end of the day.
Black men don't run the world. So if it was up to black men, a lot of shit would be different. You just speaking from some shit that's already designed. So you really don't know. Like you said, women is not treated equally and all that, but that's because black men don't run the world. So when the black men get to call the shots and really get to take control, then you'll really know. Until then, you really can't judge the black man off that type of shit because that's just the white media putting it in your mouth.
I kind of.
I mean, let me finish. We at a time now where black women are their own CEOs right now. So it's like,
because we the trophy.
We are our own CEOs right now. We have all this credibility right now. We're getting all these degrees. We're creating all of these opportunities. We started this new wave.
Well, who's your boss?
We are our own bosses. That's what I'm saying.
Mentally.
I feel like at this day and age right now, the woman is kind of surpassing the man
No,
than
she
how
is.
it used to be back in the day.
That's facts.
Than how it used to be
In
back
the black
in the day.
community, not in the world.
No, but I have a problem with that.
Right, because it's also the young white women who voted for Trump, and that's factually stated in the fucking polls. Like, majority of his voters, too, was also young white women.
They got a lot of power.
So, exactly. So, I'm just saying, like, from a black girl perspective, like, right now we running this shit, and I feel like as far as on the gender inequality note, that it could be better, though. It could be better. I feel like all women at the same time, we are strong as hell, and we can do it ourselves, but every woman at some point need a hug. Like, you want that male companion. You want some shit that you can't provide yourself, for you to know that it's somebody out there that could be your puzzle piece, you feel me? That'll help make you that one. Because, I mean, I don't know no one person that got the entire package. Like, you can't just be this perfect ass individual and be good and be happy with being by your fucking self. Like, no. It just don't make sense to me. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like the woman still gonna want the man, but for her own wants, not more so of a necessity.
So, based off what you just said, I do believe in gender inequality, and I think men are part of the inequality.
You think we not less evil, like we oppressed?
It's quality over quantity. Men dominate in two categories: finances and sex. Those two categories.
But pussy got the power.
Agreed. But listen, you just said when a woman says something happened to her sexually, it's not taken as serious, right? Because of our finances, we can dominate you sexually. Right? Because of how powerful we are financially. Not even that. Not even okay, you first, you a perv.
You talking about you talking about like consensual sex. He's talking about
I'm talking about because of my money, I feel like exactly, because of my money and power, I feel like I can dominate you sexually. For instance, our own president said if you a billionaire, you could just grab a woman by the pussy. Because of my money, I feel like sexually
fuck your way to the top.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's quality over quantity. We dominate in only those two categories. Those two categories just so happen to be the most important categories in the country right now.
Money and sex?
Money, financial power and sexual power, we dominate. So it looks bad.
I don't know.
Time out. It looks bad that the female doesn't have the quantity, but you dominate in every single other category. It's just that those two categories mean a lot. Meaning, have you ever heard?
I think it's finance and finesse, because y'all know how to lie. Y'all some lying ass niggas.
But finesse leads to sexuality. So, for instance, right? When it comes to gender roles, have you ever heard the term "be a woman"? You usually hear "be a man," right? You can't provide, be a man. You can't protect me, be a man. You can't provide alimony. Be a man. If you got divorced from a woman and she had more money than you, could you seriously ask for alimony?
Maybe they black husband did. We clowned his
They clowned him, G. He's a goofy. You a man. You a man. You want her to provide for you? You a
What's his
goofy.
name was taking Keisha Cole for spousal support
No,
too.
listen.
But they
I get the kids. I want child support. I'm gonna get clowned.
Right.
It's Blake Griffin
It's
is currently
benefits.
paying. Blake Griffin is currently paying $300,000 a month in child support. You can't tell me.
To a weak bitch.
This she garbage.
To a
And
weak bitch.
her ex is Mark Sanchez from the NFL. She getting 2 checks. She making $500,000 a month off child support because he's a man. That's what he has to do. So my whole thing is this
Benefits on both sides.
No, hold on. This is my argument. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right. But if we give up equal power to women in finances and sexuality, we don't have shit.
Y'all, I gotta.
We don't have nothing. We have nothing as men
That's all you got.
to feel power.
Your word in your mouth.
We don't even have that. We don't even have that because what women fail to realize is
Your word in your mouth.
listen. What women fail to realize is 70% of the shit we do is for a woman. We get fresh so women can see. us.
70% is low.
That's right. You know I'm being
say
generous.
like 95.
I'm being generous.
That y'all niggas out here doing it for bitches.
We
If I
are.
know I'm not gonna see it, if I know I'm not seeing a female today, I might not take a shower. Like no.
Exactly, G. I won't take a shot. Fuck that. I'm gonna sit in the crib, play the game, and I'm good.
I might not take a shower.
If I know I'm going out, I'm gonna brush my teeth.
brush my teeth regardless.
I'll brush my teeth. But you get what I'm saying? It's like we need finances to be men. If we make it, or if society forced it to where women are equal to us in all aspects, we have nothing. And it's very ironic that women want equality in the age where physical labor isn't that big. You motherfuckers weren't talking inequality in 1970 when we was coal mining. Y'all weren't talking inequality. Y'all weren't talking inequality when motherfuckers was building railroads.
We definitely was.
Y'all weren't talking inequality.
I'm not a bitch on the railroad. Stop playing with me.
Tell. Y'all weren't talking. Listen, y'all weren't talking inequality when the only way of transportation by mail was on horseback, and you was going from motherfucking state to state. Y'all weren't talking inequality. But when you can sit, listen, time out. But when you can sit behind, when you can sit, all right, you want inequality? You want inequality? When y'all ass 13, when y'all ass turn 17, go sign up for the motherfucking draft. That's equality. Go sign up for the army draft. We go in war, we equal, right? We going to war, go sign up for the motherfucking draft. Go sign up for the draft.
1920, who was walking? Susan B, who was that? Right,
Go sign up for the draft. You want equality?
You said
War.
You said be a man.
Alright, but listen, let me finish. Hold on. Alright, but this the crazy thing.
No,
Hold on.
It's ugly.
I don't disagree.
No.
Listen. All I'm saying is.
You said we weren't talking anything.
Hold on. All I'm saying is, you can't go halfway. I don't disagree. I believe in inequality. I believe in gender roles.
Right.
For instance, if a woman has a child,
Pastor Ziffy.
right now at my job, the maternity and paternity leave, women could be all. I've worked with a woman that never stepped foot in the office because she kept having kids, and because of the maternity leave benefits, she could stay home for the 9 months she was pregnant and the 9 months after the baby was born. But she would get pregnant before that 9 months is up. She never stepped foot in the office for 5 months. We can't do that.
Because you don't have babies.
Exactly. So that's not equality. So my whole thing is, but I agree with that. I didn't physically give birth, so I should be in the office. I should do what I'm doing.
But you saying it's inequality.
I'm saying I believe in inequality. So when people argue for equality, don't think about what benefits just you. Think about what benefits the opposite. and what you take from it. Now, I want what this person has, but can I do what that person does?
Okay.
That's equality.
So I have actually like 3 things that I
So
want to
put
ask you.
forth the same amount of work to get the same amount of credit.
If you want equality,
Put forth the same amount of work to
no.
get the same amount of
Exactly. If you want equality, don't just reap the benefits. Put the work in as well.
You think women ain't putting work in?
I'm just saying, be willing to do it. That's all.
Talking about be
But
willing
he
to
said,
do it.
but he made a comment on earlier, and he was saying when they talk about men and they say be a man, that's an old quote. You get what I'm saying? Because in the 1970s and 1960s and 1950s, it was about being a man. Now, if you think about who dominated in the household, be a woman.
Simone,
Be a woman. Hashtag be a fucking woman.
Would you build a life and a career with a dude that you made way more money than?
I feel like we'll make more money than a lot of these niggas, so probably yeah.
Probably yeah.
So,
okay.
I would say this.
It's given with us. It's not even a problem. It's not even a problem.
You dominated
It's
the
life.
sex. Y'all really ain't got shit else.
It's
but
not a
every
problem.
all
But
you
the money now is because you only got money. Sex is just something that it's like it kind of falls under.
That goes to what I just said. It's quantity over quality. We are unequal in way more categories. It's just that the 2 categories we dominate, they mean a lot.
Let me jump in on you real quick. So
All right, go ahead.
like, I think we getting the terms fairness and equality is 2 different things. 2 completely different things.
Okay.
If me and you have a competition, let's say we run a race, and the prize is an apple.
Mm-hmm.
If I win, I get an apple. He win, he get an apple. That's equal. If I don't like apples, that's not fair. You get what I'm saying? We getting the same prize, but I don't want the prize. So it's
It
not
doesn't mean
fair.
as much to
Just
you.
because
It
something
doesn't
is
mean as much
equal
to you.
doesn't mean it's fair. You get what I'm saying? We know opposites attract. So yin and yang, opposites attract. So why would a man and woman be the same? Why would a man and a woman be the same? It don't even make sense.
Look at
another thing. Another
thing.
thing. This is my last point on it. I think it's way more confusing when it comes to this topic when it comes to black people. And the reason why is because we got
It's privilege just
African
because of
roots.
our color.
It's not even about that. It's about we got African roots. So it shows in how we live culturally.
Mm-hmm.
But in ancient Africa, we come from a matriarch society where women was the head of the household.
They was.
So if you married a woman, the man moved into the woman's house,
Mm-hmm.
into the woman's who he married mother's house. That's what you moved into. You was a provider, but you moved into that was her house though.
Right.
So you went out, did you have to do?
That's how we currently.
But that was her house. So even now,
It's
you
her
see
name
it.
on the deal.
You see it in her. You see it in our culture right now, where my grandma been dead damn near 8 years, right? When I go to my grandfather's house, I'm going to grandma's house. He bought the house. She didn't even bat him on fuck. She never worked. But I don't give a fuck. I don't even know who name on the shit. It's just grandma's house. Grandma's the head of the family.
Exactly.
Like period. Like no matter who's making the money, who bought the house, grandma's the backbone of the family. So that's still in us as black people. That's still in us. In the white community, it's not like that. But even though we from a matriarch, culturally, we live in a patriarch society. So we hella confused. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we hella
Because you
confused.
saying we come from culturally, we come from a society where it's the woman's household, but we live in a society where the man makes all the decisions.
Exactly.
And
And that's why it's so difficult for us because
systematically,
our
we
women
still
aren't
end up in a
naturally
matriarch of the
submissive.
household.
Huh?
Due to systematic oppression, we still end up with the mother still being the head. Of the
that's
household.
that's with the father leaving the household.
I mean, just
I'm
even
saying,
still.
I'm saying with
Even
the,
still.
with
The dad can be in a household, but guess who may run it? The wife, even still.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. That's
Even
exactly
still.
what I'm saying. Like regardless of the wedlock, regardless of any of that shit, even if the couple stay together, it still can look at like I'm going to my mama's house. People, you know what I'm saying? If your parents together, you rarely hear make it say I'm going to my daddy house.
I got very true.
If your parents together, niggas ain't saying I'm going to my daddy house. I'm going to my mama's house. Not even my parents. I'm going to my mama's house.
I got one comment.
Even if a man, a real nigga, or he a deadbeat, you still gotta give him credit because he make the woman strong. He the reason why the woman able to do all the shit she doing.
Because
He right
there, so
though.
she
Either he ain't
has to
shit and she forced to carry the load, or he doing his thing and she can make the household whole. Alright, well, I feel a little more. No, but.
That's how crazy.
It's like that shit
Hey, no, but I got one little hot little take. Equality. Fuck it. Let's all be equal. I'm gonna tell you right now. There's a transgender boy who has broken all the woman high school track records because he's a girl and he's equal. So that's equality.
For your ass.
That's equality. He's
First of all,
a girl.
that is gender
He's strong as hell. This nigga running a 4-4.
He got doses of hormones in his body. No, that is not equality.
But that nigga
Not
got
man-made
stabbed like Walter
equality.
Payton.
That's not man-made equality.
That's what's gonna
That particular body
It's
fabricated. It's fabricated.
It's equality though. He a girl.
fabricated.
He said he a girl.
That's true,
He a
but
girl.
the same thing.
That nigga running a 4-4.
I didn't say no artificial women.
I'm just saying, the
Or
same
artificial
stuff
man.
he preaching, the same way he preaching, they gonna be preaching that same shit in a couple more years.
And
all
they
like
can.
the
I was gonna say, let
And
me
they
ask
can.
you
They
this.
would, and they gonna continue to do so, and that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, that wasn't what I was saying. I wasn't going
This guy don't
those
think
ways.
he gonna be one to do what
keeping
y'all
it
do.
this way.
But this is the thing. If Peaches, I love all people. I'm just saying this.
That sound like a motherfucker that's racist.
No,
I love
it's a real
all
disclaimer.
people.
We all love
I'm
all
saying
You
people.
got something going on.
No, because
We
this is
don't
the thing.
love all people.
I love all people.
I don't.
Y'all don't love all people.
I don't.
So, if it's, I'm gonna say like transgender and all that, it's relatively new. You get what I'm
It's
saying?
right. It's
So,
still
but
new.
black women and women is not new. So they
Exactly.
get the same, and I totally agree that they should be equal. But if they get it before us, how does that look?
That's the country that we're living in.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
get
Like,
more
that's
gay
a fucked
rights
up shit.
passed than civil rights.
It took
They'll be before y'all.
10 years for y'all to do this, but it took
Hey.
100 years for y'all to get
But
it.
can I
Exactly.
ask you a question though?
Exactly.
So how do you feel about? So since you just said the thing you said, how do you feel about Barack Obama?
Oh.
How do I feel about
A
it?
lot of
Yeah,
people
just-
don't. A lot of people don't follow
I-
politics. Politics.
no, chill.
I know where you're going.
Let me
A
just
lot of
ask you a
people
question.
don't follow
Bro,
politics.
chill. How do you feel about Barack Obama?
How do I feel about him? How?
As a president,
You just-
he that's what he was, a president.
I do think that I don't know, I feel like Barack Obama, the thing is, I ain't gonna say I was a child but I was in a sense, because when he first got elected, I wasn't even able to vote yet. So you know what I mean? Well, I'm just being
How do you feel about him as a president?
I didn't really know him.
You didn't follow.
So you're indifferent
Yeah,
about
No,
Barack Obama.
yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, the only thing that I like, I can't speak a lot on Barack Obama. The only thing that I love about it
He
was
gave them transgenders a voice.
he did. But I do know that, and I know that it's a lot of this. It's a lot of
Politically, you didn't follow him.
I
You
didn't.
didn't follow him.
But the only thing I like about Barack Obama he was black. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot of people's
Exactly.
problem.
Exactly.
That's a lot of
But
people's
this is the
problem.
thing. I'm not
Shorty ain't
Barack
do
Obama.
all
I'm not
they good.
Barack
Like,
Obama.
he
Oh,
ain't
like,
do.
oh my
He ain't
God,
do
he's
all
the
that
best
good.
nigga in the world. I fuck with it
A
because
lot of
he's
people
black.
feel that way just because he's black though, but he.
I fuck with
I mean,
him.
he was that wild card. It's either we're gonna deal with another old
Alright,
ass
yeah.
white man.
That's a whole nother
We're gonna give
conversation.
this one brother a
This
shot.
topic
Then
about
we can pick the
inequality.
white brother next time.
Let's talk about Mitt Romney. This is a whole different conversation.
It just be funny when motherfucker get on that hot seat about Obama and figure out what he really was on. But it's all right.
Exactly, like.
It's all right.
But that's our nigga though, cause he was black and you voted for him
That's
because
all he
folks
has
is
to do,
black.
be black.
Shake up GD.
But we wrapping this up.
BD.
That's your job is to wrap shit up.
Bree. Yeah, cause you're the host.
Nah, that's
Alright,
the
y'all
man's
going
job
on
to
me.
run shit up. That's what
Exactly.
men do.
Oh, it's You right, it is our job.
Wrap it up.
That's a
Shut
cut.
the fuck
Cause
up.
I'm the man.
Yeah,
So
like-
what I'm
Shut the
talking
fuck
about.
up.
That's a cut.
In closing, you know what I'm saying?
And that in closing, men are the trophies.
We the trophy.
Y'all not the trophy.
Back to episode
But I
1.
love when women the queens. Don't think I'm
Ooh,
no
you
sex.
got your nails done?
First of all,
I
You
knew
finna
it was
get
a
off.
little something about her, G. She been spicy today. She got the nails done.
It's the seat, bro. It's
She
not
been
even about all that.
spicy, folks.
It's
She
the
got
seat.
the nails done.
it is the seat and it's the lighting, it's the glow.
It's the real.
Yo, Heather, you got a boo? You balling? You got a boo? Okay.
No.
Okay.